Alrighty, I got my ninja to 80 and then unlocked Viper and did those first two quests. So now I'm going to be running around as a Viper trying to figure out how the heck it works. But we're going to continue the Hildebrand, Manderville questline, the Ishgard saga, whatever, I don't know. This quest is called Don't Trust Anyone Over 60. Everybody is currently admiring Gigi's mural. We are in Idyllshire. It's a level 60 quest. Here we go. Cutscene, by the way. Hildebrand is stretching. Oh, much as it pains me to admit it, a gentleman's stamina is not without limits. I dare say I could do with a spot of tea. I think I've made his voice a little bit different just all of a sudden. It's been a couple days. Hey, Inspector, is it just me, or have those two been looking at us for the past few minutes? Says Nashu, turning. We have an Ellison, older, black robes, another man, ponytail, spear. Oh, 'tis quite normal. 'Tis quite normal behavior for my adoring fans, I should think. When finally presented with an opportunity to meet their idol in the flesh, all too many succumb to their fear and flee. Or maybe, just maybe, they're the Grand Bloody Sirs. Come on, they're getting away. Get some nods and some running. Mama just comes walking. Jenla? Her name is a very common name, just spelled differently. Oh, where'd they go? Apparently, out the gates. I gotta stretch just like Mr. Manderville. Oh, what's this message I have here? Oh, geez. We got some Super Bowl food in the house. Uh-oh. It's super good for you, too. Wink, wink, nudge, not. Julian. That's what it is. But Julian. Hildebrand, we're out here, it's raining, but that's probably not like part of the quest so much as just normal. Seer is one hand, one knee down for some reason. Hildebrand and Nashu are looking off to the south. Hildebrand looks like he's scolding or talking to somebody? I don't know. Hearken to me, you dastardly rapscallions. You have nowhere to run. Reveal yourselves at once. Cutscene. The driving rain continues. Seer is back on his feet. I shall not ask you again. Come forth, grand sirs. Name yourselves and answer for your misdeeds. They are indeed hiding behind... Are they hiding? No, okay. They turn. They are indeed older. Old Ellison man. Old human man? Human man is a spear guy. Ellison man is a mage. They exchange looks while walking in slow motion. I don't know what I'm... Orland. Slayer of 1,000 worms, the silver spear which hath pierced the very heavens. Orland! He does some, like, twirling with his spear. And this Ellison man twirls his staff a little bit. Master of magics, ancient and awesome, the divine hand which hath defeated all maladies save which hath defeated all maladies save senescence. Senescence? Sam E. Nancy E. Sam Charlie E. Nancy Charlie E. And incontinence. Yeah, I know that one. Goonspart. That's G-O-O probably. Nancy Sam. Okay, sorry. Gonspart. G-O Nancy Sam Paul A-R Tom. Gonspart. We got the spear guy. Grand sirs, Excelsior, they say together. I don't know whether to laugh or to cry. Mayhap both, says Seer. Hildy takes a few steps toward him. Lancer is in kind of a crouch stance. Black Mage is in kind of a staff in front of his face. Like staff in front of his body, upright stance. Grandsires, Grandsires,
You stand accused of willfully and unlawfully convincing young maidens of Ishgard to attend private parties under false pretenses, thereby inflicting upon them terrible financial and emotional distress. I, Hildebrand, agent of enquiry, inspector extraordinaire, am come on behalf of these poor, defenseless innocents, and to see that no others are made to suffer as they did. Now lay down your arms and surrender yourselves into my custody. Ha! The audacity of this boy. You should feel ashamed of your words and deeds, says the spearman, Orland.
He does a little spear thingy, and a big blue dragon head comes out of... Like, now she's clapping and cheering, she loves it.
You will rue this day and rue it hard.
Thrusts his spear into the sky. That blue dragon thingy charges up, launches up into the sky. Oh, it's him. He's the one launching up into the sky. Spear pointed up.
Gods, how I've missed this. The air streaming past, the blood pumping, the taste of copper on my lips, the slight dizziness.
Uh-oh.
It was on a day like this that we met, wasn't it? And when we soared into those azure skies, we never truly came back down, says Orland.
Is he getting sun on his face right now? Uh-oh. He looks panicked. White screen. We see like a memory or his age-appropriate fair maiden. A white screen.
Do mine eyes deceive? Pig's knee of my heart.
Pig's knee? Paul I. G. Sam Nancy E. Y.
Of my heart, descended from Halone's halls to guide me to her bosom.
The maiden spreads her arms. The old maiden.
Orland is smiling. My beloved, my everything, long have I waited for this moment. Take me in your arms once more and lift me higher, higher, higher.
She gets closer, at least the camera gets closer to her. He reaches toward her, arms wide.
Higher, higher, higher.
They're kind of just like, they were coming closer to like almost hugging in the sky. You get a white screen. And there are some white flowers on what looks like a burial mound. And Gonspart, Orland! 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 Oh. So Orland seems to be in Hildebrand's. Hildebrand and Nashu are kneeling, and they've placed flowers on a rock, supposedly for him. But Orland is in the Hildebrand pose of half of his body buried in the ground, legs sticking straight up, a little bit of a V, torso, head entirely unseen in the ground, spear also sticking out of the ground next to him.
Alas, poor Orland, I knew him not in the slightest, but he seemed a decent man, chicanery and attempted murder notwithstanding.
I nod.
You will rue this day, and rue it hard. We see the only flashback of Orland that we have.
He launches into the sky with the blue dragon head thingy. Everybody's just watching. We see a twinkle of light. We see the spear drop, impale itself in the ground, only a few feet from Hildebrand. And then Orland, unconscious, dropping headfirst into the ground with a big kind of dirt explosion. Wait, I've seen this before, all too recently. Yes, anyway, he's only mostly dead. If the Master of Magic's ancient and awesome here acts with all haste, the man may yet be saved, says Seer. The black mage stands. Could be a healer, I don't know. He's got a staff. Could be white mage, could be black mage, I don't know. But he stands and looks around. Cocks his head. Looks to Seer. Keeps looking around. What? Looks to Seer again.
Oh, you're referring to me. I see. With all haste, was it? Yes, I'll get right on that.
Seer is like, what? But the dude whips out his staff, starts to do healing magic.
O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite. No, wait, that's no good. Let me see. Something of a rather less controversial tradition. Yees. Something with more pep. A vortex of biting winds to rend the flesh. And smite my foes.
He hits the upside down, leg sticking out body of Orland with wind. It spins him around in the ground. The legs are now not sticking up so much. They're a deeper V and kind of out more than up. Seer says, foes? I thought you were friends. But he's falling asleep standing up like Nashu. He is old, you know. You could hear him snoring if I wasn't talking. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you hear it anyway. He looks to Seer. Oh, the legs are starting to kick. And he pops himself out of the ground.
Saint Rainet bugger me with a bleedin' gabolg. My back.
Saint Rainet bugger me with a bleedin' gabolg. Gae space Bravo OLG.
My back. Good. 'Twould seem I've underestimated you lot.
Wait, I didn't do... Seer says, that makes two of us? A little bit off, maybe like 20 yards away from us. Somebody who we don't know, looks like be a person with a staff as well.
Enough, leave them be, or do you not care what becomes of the mammoth?
We look to him. He's got Gigi in a cage, like a black bird cage kind of thing, just black bars.
Gigi, but when? How?
Says Hildy. This man has a staff. Oh, sorry, woman. She's looks to be the old woman we've been, from Ishgard.
I thought I recognized you, first in Ishgard, then in Idyllshire. You've been following us since we left the capital, says Seer.
Or like whatever clothing she had, like poofs into her actual like black mage robes with a circlet on her head of brown leather.
Bearer of faces fair and fearsome, the midnight shadow which hath deceived kings and queens. Doris.
Delta O-R-Y, Sam. You can't possibly have been so naive as to think we'd not see through your ridiculous disguises.
And yet here you are, so effortlessly and easily lured into our trap.
I don't remember their names. I'm probably going to continue not to remember them. But the spearman is like hunched over, using his spear as like a really tall cane to kind of walk slowly to Doris. And the white mage dude is like kind of not hitting him with his staff, but like pushing his staff toward him and like pushing little bits of white magic in his direction, like healing him little bits as they go.
And yet here you are. And yet here you are, so effortlessly and easily lured into our trap, for which we are most grateful. Mind, my companions are hardly cut out for life on the road. And all has been in preparation for this moment. The parties, the petty schemes. From the first, the objective of this grand design has been this singular mammoth. I swear to you, if you harm Gigi in any way... We have no desire to hurt the boy. We but require his help to reclaim that which is rightfully ours, our youth.
She smiles, has a bomb in her hand with a wick. No, it's not called. She tosses it between us. It is a smoke bomb. Confound it, I can't see, says Seer. We're all like covering our faces from the... If it's like a flash grenade, you want to not be looking at it. You want to have your eyes closed. But damn, they're very slowly getting away, says Seer. They are indeed walking very slowly. Gigi strapped to the back of the lady. Papa, Hildy, Gigi yells. Hildy says, Gigi, stay strong, my son. I swear I shall find you. But we could just put there. But we could just. But yeah, the spearman dude is like hunched over, still walking slow. They're all walking slowly, at the speed of the hunched over injured spear guy. It's funny on purpose, but we had talked to Hildy to continue. 12 strike me down for a fool. So desperate was I to seize the grandsires that I failed to discern their true intent before it was too late. And now poor Gigi is in their clutches. What if I never see my beloved son again? I suppose we have to be prepared for the worst. They could be halfway to Rod's at Han by now, says Nashu. I very much doubt that, given that they were moving at an adamantoise's pace, says Seer. The little milksop's right. Let's get after the old buggers, says Julian. She starts walking. That's what my mentor used to call me. Among other things. Oh, the memories, says Seer. And then he and Hildy and Nashu follow. I go walking after midnight. Don't trust anybody over 60. So we go south for a bit, not too far. We find Hildy, Nashu, Seer, kind of looking from behind some bushes. Julian leaning against a tree, nonplussed. They are watching a little, the three have stopped. The white mage is on his butt, resting maybe. Black mage is holding court, saying something. Is she looking at me? Yeah, no matter where I go, she looks at me. They all do. Gigi in the cage just kind of standing there. But yeah, we are surveying it, the scene. What do we do next? Cutscene. So, it seems that the grandsires have been caught once more by the very inspector that was trying to catch them. What? Yeah, us? How ironic. Also, how premature. We have them, yes, but they still have Gigi. Damn it, if only some manner of opportunity would present itself. The spearman goes away from their 3-person group. Just walks away. Ask and ye shall receive. We can ambush that wizened dragoon, take him hostage, and demand an exchange. Inquisitor Seer, you disappoint me. A gentleman cannot condone the violent kidnapping and ransom of his elders. No, we shall approach this problem as paragons of honor and virtue. Mercy will stalk and subdue the grandsir, then relieve him of his armor. Seer and I take a half step back. How is stripping an old man naked more gentlemanly than taking him hostage? Rest assured, I shall reveal all soon enough. Godspeed, Mercy. I just give him a nod. We always go along. I'm assuming Hildebrand, with his amazing abilities of disguise, is going to take on the role of the dragoon, the elderly dragoon. I fly to we go west? Where'd I go? Orland is just behind a building? Maybe wondering why he's over here? I thought he was coming to take a leak, but we'll see. I knew you'd... Wait, who are you again? There's something awfully familiar about those muscular forearms, those strong yet tender-looking fingers. I say, would you be so kind as to massage my shoulders, young lady? There's this lingering ache, this tension that Gonspot can't seem to soothe with his magics. I say something to him. Remove my breastplate? Oh, of course. How silly of me. Pray lend me a hand with the straps. Okay. Cutscene. Truly, young lady, you are a saint. I give him a nod. Cutscene goes black. We have stripped him of his breastplate. I swear, it's the little things you begin to appreciate. My dear departed wife used to help me with my armor, you know. Right, I should be seated to better receive your tender ministrations. He turns and sits. Black screen. Okay. We click on Orland. We interact with him. We are massaging him.
Ah, the healing tingle. Would that I had a tincture of salamander with which to treat these aches. My little Pigsney used to spread some on my chest and under my nose to help me sleep through the night. Come, do not be shy. Work those soothing fingers into each and every knot. Slowly, make me forget my troubles. We click on him again to massage him again. Harder, harder, higher, higher. Close your eyes and dream. Starts to snore. Massage again. Oh. The old dragoon's soft snoring suddenly stops, and you begin to fear you may have borne witness to his final moments. Leaning closer, you extend a hesitant finger, only to stop short when a sudden spasm signals the resumption of his labored breathing. Click him again. Black screen. He's sitting up, but like nodding off. Black screen. We've relieved him of his pants. He's just entirely in like white undergarments, full legs, full body. With the utmost care, you remove Orland's sabatons and breeches, leaving the sleeping old man exposed to the elements and at the mercy of the nearby ravenous bears and tentacled morbles. May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Why did I add a D? So, what's wrong with me? I forgot that I needed avocado oil in order to make my avocado mayo. So I can't make it today. I have probably like just enough for a little bit for my lunch tomorrow, but whatever. I was gonna go shopping tomorrow anyway, so it kind of sort of works out. But here's Hildebrand to continue, back in their like spot behind the bushes, watching the others. Ah, my stalwart assistant. By your return, I gather you have taken care of the dragoon, and by taking care, I mean afford him all due courtesy as befitting a man of his years, whilst returning with the equipment I require. Hand over the Orland's armor, Orland's sabatons. Capital. Then without further ado, I shall disguise myself as Orland and free Gigi from captivity. But you two look nothing alike. They may be old and slow, but they're not blind. Oh, ye of little faith, you are in for a treat, for you shall have a front row seat to this magnificent display of Mandervillian guile and subterfuge. Last time he impersonated a dancing girl, I'm pretty sure. It went about as well as you'd expect. I'm pretty sure. The white mage is nodding off. Gonspart, hey, is it time for dinner yet? The black mage is standing guard, maybe. We just ate, you daft bugger. I can't remember her voice. And where in the hells is Orland? I know he's got to take a piss every hour, but damn it, he could at least be quick about it. Gonspart starts nodding off again. Doris shakes her head. Gigi is standing in the cage, head tilted down, despondent a little bit. Seer watching from the bushes, as is Nashu and myself. As are Nashu and myself. I didn't know I was going to say myself. Seer looks over. We see flashes of Hildy in the dragoon armor. No helmet at all. Greetings, fellow antediluvians. A Nancy Tom E Delta I L U Victor I A Nancy Sam. Antediluvians. I have returned. He starts doing his Hildy poses, which is exactly what the dragoon was doing. Not. Gives his Hildy smile with the flashing teeth. Seer says, "Oh bollocks." I just shake my head. The old lady squints her eyes. It's about time. Hildy gives a big open mouth smile. Seer open mouth gasp. Okay, no, that's bollocks. Gigi looks up at Hildy from the cage. Pack up your things. I want us back on the road in 10 minutes. Before we do that, we must first release young Gigi here. 'Tis behavior unbecoming a gentleman to keep children in cages. He kneels at the cage. What in the seven hells are you blathering about? He's going to get away.
Gigi leaves the cage. Hildy stands back up.
No, he will not. See, still here within my care. Right, then. On a completely unrelated note, I shall now take the boy with me on a brief sojourn into the wilderness.
Seer stands. Fury take me, it's working. He's about to walk out of there with Gigi, and they won't even try to stop him. Julian crosses her arms. So far, so good. They both look to see the old man walk back to the old camp.
Brr, I'm cold and there are morbles after me.
Shakes his head. Hildy and Gigi start to walk away from the other oldies, past the old man, but they all stop. Old man and Hildy looking at each other. Hildy's jaw going wide open. Old man's eyes wide. Looks at the armor Hildy is wearing.
I'm me, but you're also me. But that can't be, unless...
He gets shocked face.
This is it. This is the moment when my life flashes before my eyes. Oh, my dearest Pigsney, we'll be together at last.
Seer's having a full-blown meltdown. The old lady is looking between Hildy and Orland. Orland is looking back at her in the same kind of hunched over fashion. Hildy's just doing stretches. Old lady can't. Back and forth. Has a weird smile on her face. Punches Orland. Or slaps him, sorry. Orland's eyes go shut, but he grabs the part of his face where he was slapped, mouth wide open.
Imposter! How dare you attempt to trick me with a ruse so hackneyed it would make a minstrel blush?
Big smile from Hildy.
Ye gods, I never realized dying would hurt so much.
The rest of us join, waving Hildy over with Gigi, or at least waving Gigi over.
Now's our chance, Gigi,
Hildy says, kneeling next to Gigi.
Come with me.
Gigi nods. They go running toward us. The old lady notices, jaw open.
Vivi, wait! Vivi, wait!
Doris says, Vivi, uh-oh.
My son, what's gotten into you?
That was supposed to be Hildy, but... Vivi, where have I heard that name before?
Remember who you are, Vivi. What you are. A creation of the great Charlian Archmagus, Quan. Oh gosh, Quan.
I believe the Quan were the race of like the frog people that Quina... I think it was Quina, right? That Quina was. Quina being the blue mage of Final Fantasy IX. Quan, I was given life by Grandpapa Quan. I remember now, we lived together and he taught me many things about the outside world. That matches up to Final Fantasy IX still. I think, if I remember correctly. We learned that like Vivi somehow got separated from the rest of the beings that were like him, that were all automatons, I'm pretty sure. Like they were controlled and built and manufactured. But he got out and I think he really did. Yeah, anyway. What exactly do you remember? Sorry. What exactly do you remember, my son? Do you remember, my son? Everything. Yes, everything. I remember that Grandpapa Quan created me, that he took care of me, raised me, and that we were very happy. I don't think the Quan created him, though. But then he abandoned me. Grandpapa Quan abandoned me.
He believed you were flawed, Vivi, that you lacked the power to turn back the hands of time and make him young again. And so, in his ignorance, he cast you out and died, all alone, says Doris.
Gigi's silent for now. To turn back the hands of time, then what we witnessed in the Crozier with the Duke's priceless vase, that power could be brought to bear on people? Says Seer. But wait, how do you know all of this? You couldn't have possibly been associates of this Archmagus Quan.
We found his journals during one of our many trips into the Great Library. Scavenging our valuable relics is one of the few ways we have left to make a living. We were framed heroes of the war in our prime, with fortunes to match, but no soldier has the strength to triumph over time, and before we knew it, the hour of the sheath was upon us. Ishgard no longer had need of our services. So we came here to eke out a living, to keep doing what we do best, until our bodies wouldn't let us. Imagine our surprise when we stumbled upon the opportunity of a lifetime, a second lifetime as it were. A mammoth with the power to take that which was broken and restore it to its prime state, to turn back time with its temporal magics and give us back our misspent youth.
Fury, take me. This is also... I don't even know if there's a precedent to determine whether or not this constitutes heresy.
We knew where to look even. With the journals we determined that the mammoth was somewhere in the Western Highlands. A chance, for a second chance, was within reach, and then we were forced to watch as you imbeciles pulled Vivi from the snow, nearly ruining everything. Vivi, listen to me. Come with us and we can help you to unlock your true potential. And just think what you could accomplish were you to master your magics. Not only could you make us young again, but you may even have the power to restore life to Archmagus Quan. Vivi, Vivi, Vivi.
Impossible. No magic can truly return the dead to us. At best, you can animate a corpse, and I need not review the precepts to declare that the products of necromancy... And I need not review the precepts to declare that the products of necromancy are abominations in the eyes of the Fury.
Vivi walks toward Doris. Gigi, wait! What of our adventures? What of our gazebo? You are a Mandeville Mehmet.
Gigi stops, shakes his head. You have always been so kind to me, Papa Hildy, and I will forever be grateful for that. But Grandpapa Quan made me. He made me, and I miss him, so even if it fails, I have to try. Keeps walking toward Doris. Leaves with Doris and the Lancer.
What are you doing? They're getting away. We have to stop them, says Seer. Mayhap we must respect Gigi's decision, says Hildy.
Back turned to us for now. Julian puts her arms up like, So that's the end of that chapter, eh? You're giving up and coming back home?
I too made a decision long ago to become a traveling inspector, and I have ever stood by it. Mayhap it is from this singular stubbornness of mine that Gigi took inspiration.
He turns to us.
Nay, I cannot abide it. He is my flesh and blood, my son. I dare not let him use his temporal magics to pervert the natural order. It falls to me, his father, to ensure that Gigi keeps to the righteous path and only utilizes traditional methods of zombification to raise the dead.
Yeah, Nashu smiles and nods.
Inquisitor Seer, I must applaud your dedication to your work, and cannot thank you enough for all you have done on our behalf. Yet I fear if we continue as we are, Gigi may be driven to rash action. Rash action.
Losing my voice. Doing the old people voice hurts a little bit after time.
Therefore, I would ask that you suspend your pursuit of the Grand Sirs for a time, that I might be afforded the opportunity to convince my son to return peacefully.
Well, seeing as how we can only guess at the full extent of Gigi's powers, it might prove dangerous to act aggressively should he choose to use them.
Hildy nods. I knew you would understand. Right then, there is no time to waste. Nashu, let us retire to our new gazebo and discuss our plans.
I suppose it'd have been a shame. It'd have been a shame had he given up that easily. Though that means I'll have to stick around even longer, says Julian. On the other hand, if that bloody mammoth's really got the power to make them young again, then... Uh-oh, what's your idea? What are you planning now? What are you scheming? Seer and I look to each other as the cutscene goes black. We talked to Seer to continue. I said I'd suspend my pursuit, and I will. But that doesn't mean I won't continue my investigation into that mammoth and its powers in Ishgard. I'll give him a nod. Oh, I have to go back to Ishgard and not the, okay. 152 to teleport. Or, if you teleport to your home city, it's 150. Because you can airship from... Anyway. We talk to Seer to finish the quest north of the Aetheryte. I see you saw fit to return to the capital as well. The Inquisition has a rather large collection of heretical tomes, including many of the Charlian origin, and I had a mind to scour them for information on temporal magics. This is, of course, for the sake of confirming the mammoth's heretical origins. Yes, only that. Why are you looking at me like that? As if to imply that my interest in these matters is more than a professional one? I'm sure I don't know what you're not talking about. Thank you, Mercy. That will be all. 1568 Gil. Don't trust anyone over 60 is complete. Have we? Yeah, I was gonna say we've been getting like after cutscenes. Once again, like the whole flashes of Hildy in certain poses and Nash in certain poses and Seer with his book, Gigi in a cage, the old trio with their gear without, the maiden that was beckoning to the dragoon in the sky, the little Corbins. Corbins? That's what they're called, I think. And the quest is fully over. Seer and I thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. I will make the next one very, very soon. Until then, ta-ta for now.